What is the truth about trust that most people get wrong? Also, what does it have to do with Ron Swanson's gay barber on Parks and Rec? Mended Light.
I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Have you ever been hurt by someone you trusted and thought, maybe it would be safer if I don't trust anyone at all? A lot of people feel that way. But here's the paradox: life literally cannot function without trust. Every day, we rely on people we've never met. The pilot that flies the airplane, the person who prepared the food that we eat. Trust isn't just a relationship skill,
Mm.
it is a requirement for being human. And today, we're going to explore why trust matters so much and why losing it hurts so deeply, and how understanding trust can transform the way we build relationships.
Now, trust is one of those words we use all the time, but we rarely stop to define. The 1828 Webster Dictionary, Alicia's favorite dictionary,
Yes.
defines trust as to place confidence in and to rely on. The Latin root fiducia means confidence, reliance, assurance, and faith.
The Cambridge Dictionary defines trust this way: believing someone is good, honest, and will not harm you. At its core, trust answers a simple question: is it safe?
Mm.
Is it safe to open up? Is it safe to rely on you? Is it safe to let you see the real me? Every healthy relationship begins with that question.
Now, I want to show you a clip from Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Ron Swanson is an infamously, he is the most straight down the middle conservative white Protestant male character ever.
Ever.
And his barber has died,
Okay.
and he's in mourning.
Okay.
And so his friend is going to set him up with a new barber who is very much not a conservative Protestant person,
Okay.
is very much on the other end of the political spectrum and the sexual spectrum. This is a gay barber
Okay.
colliding with a very traditional macho manly male.
We got some big risks
We got
taking
some big,
here.
and I want you to watch how fast these two build trust. It is amazing.
Donna, this is crazy. Typhoon is an artist, and the human head
Is his canvas. Just listen, you're gonna cut the man's hair, you're gonna charge him $8. It'll take you 4 minutes. So just shut up and make the man look like this.
Fine.
So, Typhoon, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm writing an electronic opera about Brittany Murphy, and I do the chandelier design for my friend's drag puppet show.
No further questions.
All I really want to do is dance. Except lately, all the good warehouse raves are filled with Euro trash.
Euro trash. I like that. It is indeed a garbage continent.
Yes. Oh my God, I had the worst time in Berlin last May. Everyone was on their stupid bikes. I was like, ew.
Please talk more about how you hate Europe and bicycles.
Okay, all in good fun. It would seem at first that these guys have nothing in common. But it's amazing to me how Ron just leads with, what do you do for fun? Ron is showing curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing a genuine interest for Typhoon to show him who he really is. And of course, who Typhoon really is, Ron sees nothing to connect over. But then he uses that glorious word, Euro trash. Now, I don't think Europeans are trash, and I don't have a problem with Europe. But this isn't
Or riding bicycles in Berlin.
or riding bicycles in Berlin, but this isn't in. This is
Yeah.
a commonality, even though they're worlds apart. And that shared interest and curiosity in getting to know each other leads to almost immediate shared amusement.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes from, like, Typhoon doesn't feel the need to not be Typhoon. And Ron doesn't feel the need to not be Ron to find this connection. And they're immediately safe with each other. And it happens in less than a minute. And I love it. And I wish we could all do it. In fact, I know we all can. We're going to talk about how.
So, trust is more than a feeling. It's the foundation of connection, growth, and joy. Psychologist Henry Cloud explains that trust isn't blind faith.
Mm.
It's built through 5 measurable essentials. They are understanding, motive, ability, character, and track record. And when those 5 pillars are strong, trust feels natural. When even one weakens, the entire structure starts to shake.
Yeah.
And that's why trust matters so much, because without trust, relationships become guarded, communication can become defensive, and connection becomes shallow. Trust is the soil where love grows. Without it, relationships slowly wither.
Now, we want to tell you a story. It's about the man who said he trusted no one. In the book Trust, Dr. Henry Cloud tells a story about a man he met on a plane. The man proudly stated, "I don't trust anyone. Never have, never will, because people aren't trustworthy." Dr. Cloud replied, "Really? No one at all?" "Absolutely not." So he said something interesting. "Well," Dr. Cloud did. He says, "You trust the pilot flying this plane. You trusted the mechanic who serviced it. You trusted the person who prepared the sandwich that you just ate. You trusted the drivers who stayed in their lanes while you drove here." And then he said, "It seems to me you trust a lot of people." The truth is, the man did trust people. He just didn't trust them personally. And usually when that happens, it's because someone has been deeply hurt. Isolation is a form of self-protection and preservation.
And if you've ever been betrayed, disappointed, or let down by someone, your brain learned something important from that moment. So let's talk about what's actually happening inside the brain when trust is broken. From a neuroscience perspective, trust isn't optional. It is biological. Your brain is constantly asking, "Am I safe?" The amygdala, the brain's threat detector, scans your environment for danger. When trust is low, the amygdala goes on high alert. Your body moves into fight, flight, or hypervigilance. But when trust is high, something amazing happens. The brain shifts from protection mode into connection mode. Your reasoning center, which is your prefrontal cortex, it stays online when that happens. That's where empathy, creativity, learning, and problem solving live. In other words, trust allows the brain to relax enough to connect. And without trust, the brain spends its energy surviving. With trust, it can finally start thriving.
The truth is, humans weren't designed to regulate stress alone. Our nervous systems evolved to calm down in the presence of safe people. Psychologists call this co-regulation. When you're with someone you trust, your body relaxes. In fact, I recently saw a study that if you're with someone you trust, you're probably going to feel sleepy more often than not.
Yeah.
And it's not
True.
because they bore you, it's because
No,
you're
no.
finally calm.
Yeah.
Stress hormones drop. Your brain stops scanning for danger. But when trust is broken, the brain's pain centers activate, the same ones associated with physical injury, which means betrayal does not just hurt emotionally, it hurts, again, physiologically. Your brain literally processes it as pain. This is why trust matters so deeply.
So, if trust is necessary for connection and trusting carries the risk of being hurt, how do we trust wisely? That's where discernment comes in. A helpful principle I learned growing up was I trust people to act like people. Or, in other words, I trust you to be who you've consistently shown me to be. That doesn't mean people can't change, they absolutely can, but real change leaves evidence. This idea aligns with the relationship attachment model developed by John Van Epp, which teaches that trust should grow gradually as evidence accumulates. It's not given instantly or blindly. It is gradual because trust isn't just given, it's built. And part of building trust is recognizing something important about human perception. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. Our past experiences shape how we interpret people's behavior. And if we've been betrayed before, we might see danger everywhere. If you've never experienced healthy trust, it might feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. But healing helps us see more clearly.
Now, there's a powerful idea that applies here. A person cannot meet you more deeply than they have met themselves. Someone who avoids accountability with themselves will struggle to take accountability in relationships. And someone who runs from their own pain will often run from relational conflict. This doesn't make them someone bad. It makes them human. But it does help us understand how much trust is appropriate. This is because compassion and boundaries can exist together.
So, wrapping all this talk of trust up, trust is not blind. And it's also not static. It's something we build day by day through honesty, integrity, humility, and consistency. When we practice those things inwardly, keeping promises to ourselves, we begin to embody trust outwardly. And when trust grows, relationships become places of safety, accountability, and connection.
Now, before you go, we'd love to hear from you. What helped you learn to trust again after being hurt? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience might help someone else who's struggling. And if you want to dive deeper into this topic, we recommend watching our next video, The 5 Things That Build or Break Trust in Relationships.
And if you'd like the full trust building course, you can take the entire program on our membership site for just $1. The link is in the description. Thanks for being here, and remember to keep shining.
We need your light.